In this video, I'm going to show you the best way to get a California LLC, an EIN, a registered agent, and a business address all in one step. Let's get started. First thing that we're going to do is go to incfile.com. Click on Start My Business. Now there's two ways to get your LLC, directly with the state, or you can pay a company to do it for you. In this case, we're going to pay Incfile to do it for us. The reason is because they will also do your EIN, registered agent, and address. And trust me when I say that I have done it all of the different ways. This is by far the easiest. You're going to choose LLC as your entity type, and then you're going to scroll down to California for your formation state. The next choice that we have to make is what package are we going to do? Now the basic package is just a regular filing with the state. You can see the state charges $5 to file for an LLC. However, in order to get a free year of registered agent, an EIN number, and an operating agreement along with all the other stuff, I think that the gold package is the best. If you want things to go really quick, you can do the platinum package, but for today, we're going to go with the gold package. All right. Let's enter some information about you. Contact person. You need to put in your information here in case they need to reach you. Second, mailing address. Now this is not the mailing address of your business. This is just a place where they can send you the documentation. So make sure this is a current, correct address that you can receive mail at. We're going to do the business address later. Next, we have to do our filing time. It takes 3 to 4 weeks for the state to process the applications. It can be faster, but if this is something that you're in a rush for, you can pay an extra $50 to get it done right away. We want this one fast, and we're going to pay a little bit extra for it. So we're going to choose the fast filing time so we can have everything done in 5 days. I really want to get that business bank account opened. Let's hit next. Now we get to put in the name of our company and the designator. I prefer to choose LLC because it's the easiest to spell and it has the least amount of keystrokes. But if you want any of these other ones, you can choose those too. So the full name of our business is going to be Vanader Enterprise LLC. Now we need to select the number of members that are involved in the LLC. In this case, it's just me. So we're going to be forming a single member LLC. When it comes to the business purpose, we're going to do business consulting. The next box is going to be for our NAICS code. These codes are used to determine what your business does at a glance. So for instance, we're going to type in startup because we're a startup consultation service. Right here is our NAICS code, business startup consultation services. Boom, we're done. Now we have our NAICS code. That same code will be used when you open up your business bank account. The next section is for our management method. There's 3 ways to do this, but most people will default to managed by the members or a member managed LLC. That's how most people do things, and in my opinion, it's the best way to do things because you can add people and remove them from your business simply by updating the operating agreement. A manager managed LLC is when all of the LLC members choose one person to make all of the decisions for them. So in this case, we're going to leave it on member managed. And this next section is why I love Incfile. They give you the option of using their address or your own address. Now there's nothing wrong with using your own address. It's cheaper, but you pay the price in anonymity. When you open up an LLC, the address of that company is public. If you don't want your address to be public, I highly suggest you click on this section right here and use Incfile to provide a professional business address and virtual mail service. Here's how it works. You use this address as your official business address. Anytime mail is sent there, they will open it, scan it, and email it to you. You can then choose to have it forwarded to you, or you can have it destroyed, scanned, whatever you want. I love this option because I like anonymity and I like to be able to move around the country or the state without having to change my address every time I do it. It is worth the $29 a month, and it's one of the main reasons why I prefer Incfile. Let's hit next. Okay, we've gotten to the premium service package. Obviously, you don't have to choose this opportunity, but if you do want a domain and a free business email, you can have it. This option is entirely up to you. As of now, we're going to pass on this opportunity. On this next screen, we need to provide information about each person of the business. It's very important that each member of the LLC's information is included in the application for the LLC. Because we are filing this LLC as a person, we're going to select individual. But if your company is going to be a member of this LLC, such as an S-Corp, then you can click on company here and fill out your company information. But in this case, it's going to be for an individual. So we are going to first choose our name. This is the information that we put on the very first screen. And then we're going to use the assigned company address provided by InkFile. We don't want our address to be public here. This is one of the pros of using InkFile, so let's take advantage of it. Bend Over here is going to own 100% of this LLC. If there were more members of the LLC, you would be able to choose what percentage each person owns on this screen, and that will give you your initial setup. Now it's time for the registered agent information. A registered agent is anyone who's available to accept mail on your behalf. Sometimes the government wants to reach out to you or send you important documentation, but they don't want to go looking for you if you're on a beach in Bora Bora. So what they do is they require you to have a registered agent, someone who is available 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, that is able to receive mail on your behalf officially. You have two options. You can be your own registered agent, or you can hire InkFile to be your registered agent, and you get a year free. In my opinion, it is totally worth having InkFile be your registered agent. Yes, it's a very infrequent thing that happens, but I don't want to have to deal. Simplicity is your friend when it comes to setting up entities like LLCs. I promise, I have done it so many times in so many different ways. This is the best deal. Now, if you choose to be your own registered agent so you don't have to pay for the registered agent services after the year mark, make sure you enter an address where there's going to be somebody able to receive mail. You can't use a PO box. We're going to go with InkFile this time. Let's hit next. Awesome. We're at the EIN section. The EIN is an employer identification number. You use the EIN and your LLC paperwork to open up a business bank account. You can't open up a bank account without an EIN, and your EIN has to be tied to your LLC. Let's go through it to make sure it's filled out properly. Most people are going to choose no. They're not foreign individuals without a social security number. But if that is you, you can hit yes, and you can go through the SS4 application of a non-citizen. Very easy way to get it done. It just takes more time. So we are going to select the option no. It's going to be for us. And then we're going to type in our social security number here. Next, we have to choose an address. This is the address of the company, mind you. So make sure you click the box where it says use the assigned company address provided by InkFile. Then hit next. Here's an extra that InkFile throws in for you. They offer you a small business bank account based on your LLC name and your EIN. If you're interested in this, go ahead and opt in, but we are going to choose not to do it at this time. I prefer to use my EIN and my LLC to open up a business bank account with a local credit union. Chase and Mercury are also good options. Let's hit next. If you would like a free tax strategy consultation, you're more than welcome to opt in. I'm not interested at this time. This is my wheelhouse, so I'm going to go ahead and hit next. Nice. Okay, so InkFile has identified 2 licenses that we need to do business in California as a consultant. So you have 2 options. You can do the work yourself and apply for those licenses on your own, or you can hit yes and they will send you all of the necessary applications that you need. Things for business permits and reseller permits, etc. So we're going to hit yes and fill out our mailing information here so we can get our licenses as soon as possible. Because this is often an overlooked step, and I think it's worth the extra $100 for someone to gather the necessary documents and send them to you. We made it to the final screen. Let's make sure the name of your LLC is correct by checking up here. We're going to make sure the state is correct. You want to choose the state that you're doing business in, and then make sure it says LLC right here. Double check your contact info and make sure that you have InkFile selected for your registered agent and your company address. The NAICS code should reflect what you're doing in your business, and the member's information should be correct and shown below. Remember, we're using InkFile for a company address, not any of these members. We want to stay anonymous. The last thing to check is the EIN info and to make sure that the location where your businesses and licenses are being sent is correct. Verify your social security number and that this is a single member LLC, and you can go ahead and hit next. We made it. All you have to do now is submit your payment information. Once you hit pay, you're going to be given a login. You can log into InkFile's website and look at all of this information in your dashboard, and you never have to worry about misplacing it. Look, we have successfully gotten an LLC. We got our EIN, we got our registered agent, we have our mailing address, and we're going to have our permit sent to us. That's 5 things all wrapped up in one little step here. I'm so excited for you. This is such a huge step. If you like learning about this kind of stuff, check out My Accelerator. We put it together for people just like you so you don't miss any steps when starting your business. Otherwise, check out this video next on how to get your business bank account. I think you'll find it super helpful.